Hey, this is a bit of a serious video. I know a lot of you are asking, how's it any different from any other day? You seem pretty serious sometimes. Anyhow, there's a guy that you're all aware of. A lot of people hate him. Um, he made a game called Fez. His name is Phil Fish. I've been paying close attention to this guy. Okay, let me start by saying I'm bipolar depression. And I'm on medication right now, but let me be the first to tell you, when I'm not on my medication, I'm exactly like that guy. I seem like a total dick, like an asshole. The fact that he supported an indie game called, let me see if I'm getting this right, Depression Quest. I think that's it. I'm not sure. It was an indie game a girl made to make depression more, made people more aware of depression. He supported it. Why would he do that? I'm fairly certain he has issues, much like myself, and he might not be taking medication or anything. He might not be getting any help. So, while he seems like an asshole, he might be hurting inside. He might be struggling. We're all quick to judge and jump him and say, "Oh my God, he's such an asshole." Do we ever stop and examine why he acts like he acts? I don't think we do. And I don't think anybody wants to. They would rather look for the simplest answer. He's a dick. That's the simplest answer from everybody. I choose to examine. I choose to just look at everything that's been going on with him, and I have come to the conclusion that he might be bipolar. He might have some issues. Let's put it like this: he has trouble taking criticism. When I am not on medication, I have trouble taking criticism. I have trouble taking criticism, anyways. Uh, I think the difference between me and him is I have a little more control. Maybe. Uh, Usually, I'll just block people. Just don't respond. Ignore them. So I have a little more control. Then again, I'm on medication. You don't want to see me without medication. If you ever were to see me without medication, wow, you would think I was an asshole too. So I can't help but feel like this guy's in the same boat. I think he's got some sort of mental disease like I do. It's just everything points to that. The way he talks, the way he writes things and everything. I gotta find an article real quick that I just read about him today. It was like a last note he gave. Supposedly he's selling his company, and this message he gave before mentioning this message that he wrote, it comes out like somebody who's got some major issues. Let me explain. Okay, after hackers exposed his passwords, financial records, social records. Uh, the creator of his quote-unquote quit gaming and put his company up for sale. Fish recently took to Twitter as an outspoken supporter of Depression Quest, so I was right. Uh, from developer Zoe Quinn. He supported a game about depression. That should have been a big, uh, big green light or red light, one of the two. I don't know how you say that. It should have been a news flash. It should have made people go, "Yeah, there's something about him. Maybe he's not just being an asshole. Maybe he needs help." And that's not an insult. That's a genuine concern. Maybe he does need help. But let's see. What was his last message? Okay, this is video quote. before deleting his personal Twitter account, Fish tweeted the following: "This is video games. This is what I get. This is unacceptable. This is not okay. Terrorists. Never again. You hear me? Never again. This is video games. This is your audience. To every aspiring game developer out there, don't give up. It's not worth it. It is worth this. Give up on your dreams. They are actually nightmares. Just don't do it. Run away." That is, if you read it carefully, that's not somebody who's just an asshole. That's somebody whose mind is just like, they're tormented, demons inside. Because that sounds like me when I try to write, when I'm just really upset. Some people who have bipolar, they don't, and bipolar or bipolar depression, they don't respond. They often don't respond with "help me, please." Oftentimes, no. It takes something. Do I think he could handle things a bit better? I mean, in a way, yes, but it's easy to judge when you're not going through what he's going through. And I'm on, like I said, I'm on medication right now. If I wasn't on medication, I would more than likely be in the same boat. Everyone's so quick to judge this guy. A lot of people. It's funny though, when Robin Williams passed away, it was, and I felt this way too. It was a big loss. And he didn't act like this guy, but you got to understand it affects different people in different ways. Some people who have depression, they bounce off the frickin' walls. They make it works. It works for them, I guess, in a way. That's not meant to be an insult, but Phil Fish, it's the other way around. I think it just doesn't. He handles it different. It affects him a little differently. I know that I'm noticing the same anger and backlash and trouble with criticism and everything with him, with me. I think if we got this guy on some medication, got him into some therapy, I think he'd do a lot better. And I think people would see a different person. Maybe he'll probably see this and take it as an insult. He'll probably see this and just back. Now that'll be the true proof right there. That'll be true proof that he's just an asshole. If he backlashes at me for a video like this, somebody who's trying to show concern rather than just jumping the gun and saying, "Oh, he's an asshole," then yeah. But this video's gone on long enough. I didn't want it to go this long, but you all need to understand that mental instabilities, they're real. They're real, and they're a real problem. And it's not as simple as somebody just choosing to be a certain way. Now, maybe Phil Fish is an asshole. Maybe he is just a dillweed. Or maybe, just maybe, he needs help. Maybe, just maybe, he needs guidance. And he needs somebody to step in and help him in his life. Now, he could be one of those really, really, really crazy, messed up people like I've met before. They don't want medications. They will fucking flip out on you if you even suggest medications. They have, what do you call them? God, whatchamacallit, theories, you know. What do you call those things? It's this theory that there's something bad going on with higher people. Conspiracy. A big conspiracy theory. They have these big conspiracy theories about medication. They don't realize that what they have could be a real problem. They'd rather not face that. They'd rather pretend like there's nothing absolutely wrong with them, and they will explode on you for it. And there's no helping these kind of people, by the way. These people can't accept that they need help. They can't accept that medications could help them. They rather just assume that it's a conspiracy and that the drug industry that's supposed to help people is not, and that it would just harm him. You got to understand one thing about medications, and I've gone through this myself. One size doesn't fit all, so they're going to put you through different medications that make you either feel worse, a little better, give you all these issues, Our body chemistry, our DNA is all very different as human beings. So different drugs, medications affect different people differently. What am I taking currently? This is what I'm taking currently. I'm taking bupropion, HCl, 150 milligrams, extended release tablets. Substituted for prescribed product. Oh, okay. It's supposed to be substituted for Wellbutrin XL. But it's extended release. It's 150 milligrams, and it does me good. If I slip on this medication, it's a 24-hour release medication. If I even slip on this medication, you see a different person. That's why there's sometimes I'm not on camera, because I know I would be a freaking mess. I would be a totally different person. I would be just. Yeah. You don't want to see me like that. You don't want to see me when I'm not on medication or when my medication slips a little bit. Because recently, I was taking this in the mornings, or whenever I would wake up. But I notice I get sleepy again thereafter. I'm pretty sure this medication may cause drowsiness and dizziness. That explains it. So I started taking this before I go to sleep. And because I switched it up and wasn't taking it at the same time, it fucked me over. And I slipped. And I was in bad shape. But Pillfish, I think people should maybe investigate into getting some help. Somebody needs to show up, maybe in extreme measures, show up in a... I hate this. I don't know what caused this thing. It's ugly and disgusting, and I'm so sorry. And I'm bad about fidgeting with stuff and messing with stuff. Hopefully it heals soon. It looks... Ugh. Ugh. It looks... What is that? Ugh. Disgusting. Yeah, it got bad and badder and badder. It was like a pimple, and then I tried to get rid of it. I'm in my freaking... I think it's going to be 35 at the end of this month. That is in a week, give or take. The 30th. August the 30th is my birthday. I will be 20... I wish I was 25. I will be 35. 35 years old. And I still get pimples. Randomly and few and far between. But they'll just show up unexpectedly and it'll be a pain. But Pillfish, I don't know if you're seeing this, dude. You might just need some help. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean you might need... psychiatric evaluation. And maybe you just need help. Maybe these outlashes and everything are a cry for help. Nobody stops to think about this stuff. People just rather assume. People like to have a bad guy. And this whole picking on him and all this other crap and this subjugation, I don't know how to say it. Maybe it's just pushing him because of his if he does have a mental disorder. Now, like I said, he could be an asshole, or he could have mental disorders, and he could have it could be both. Like I mentioned, there's the ones who think it's all conspiracy theory, and they won't touch medications. They don't think anybody else should either. And I feel like they're wrong. I mean, I'm happier on medication. I make it through the day a lot easier on medication. Anyhow, this has been the Goof. And just think about things first. Examine things. Don't just jump the gun and assume things.